Ahoy, shipmates, and welcome to a bright and breezy port of Southampton this morning. Certainly some wonderful colours with this sunrise. There's no rain, there's been a lot of rain lately. There is quite a bit of wind. As you can see here, we have the Britannia just about to come into 44 berth or 46 berth. Suppose I should check. But anyway, where the Titanic left from, more importantly. You can see the wind here is making my drone lean. It's very disturbing. Feel like I'm all at sea. Anyway, must do something with this wonderful light we have here this morning. That's really nice, isn't it? Good selection of colours. And again, I'm liking that sky. Pity about the water, though. Yeah, I can't seem to get an angle where the water has a luscious colour. It just looks a bit like the bath water when you've been in there for an hour or so. Anyway, you can see here the Britannia is slowly coming. She'll be port side 2 onto 46 berth. She's holding up the red funnel. And the Hythe ferry as well, I believe. Certainly is a great looking sky this morning after so many days of rain. Just need a few palm trees, a sandy beach, and that could be the nicest place in the Caribbean. The Britannia has been holidaying down in Torquay. Apparently at the moment there's a great fleet of ships down in Torquay. I don't know what the anchoring system is, but Bournemouth Bay was popular for a while. Then it was Weymouth Bay. Now they seem to be going down to Torquay. Perhaps the local authorities move them on. Certainly a lot of money for a cruise ship. Estimated build cost was somewhere in the region of 473 million. It's not the sort of investment you want being anchored in Torquay, is it really? You want it working the high seas. Full of 3,647 passengers, as well as the 1,398 crew. Although at the moment I suspect she's got a slim complement of only a couple of hundred crew. Glorious sunrise. Total power on board Britannia is 48,000 horsepower, and this gives her a top speed of 21.9 knots or 40.6 kilometers an hour for all you continental types, or 25.2 miles per hour in Imperial. And this is achieved at 136 revs per minute. That really is quite sedate, isn't it? 136 revs a minute. 15 passenger decks on board. Total length of 330 metres. I can tell she's big. Can't quite fit her all in. Gross tonnage, 143,000. talking to a couple of shipmates the other day, and they were telling me all about the fuel systems on board and how when the boats are in port, they use a less sulphurous fuel, which is more expensive, and then when they're out of the European Mediterranean waters, they switch to a heavy oil, which is cheaper but more polluting. There's been a big call for a lot of these cruise ships to be plugged into shore power when they're in port rather than burning oil and thus causing pollution. But I'm afraid I need to go and change a battery quickly. We're not quite finished yet. I thought we'd have a little look at the Berlin Express. Hot on the tail of the, or should I say hot on the stern of the, well actually not even on the stern because the Britannia was going, anyway, forget the analogy, waiting for the Britannia to dock, the Berlin Express has been motoring down from the container port. And also you can see here the Norwegian Encore. She's been in port for a few days. She arrived when it was wet and windy, so I couldn't film the Norwegian Encore. She's going to be here for quite some weeks for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. She's a big, colourful cruise ship. I think I can see an opportunity here to get a nice juxtaposition of a colourful container ship and the Norwegian Encore. And the Berlin Express is part of the Hapag Lloyd fleet. It's really on the smaller side for a container ship. Let's see if we can get something here, shall we? I think this photograph's made the Berlin Express look bigger than she actually is. Not normally that close. I sense a perspective there, I guess. We can see a few shipmates on the bow. In one of my other videos, I don't remember which one it was, one of the shipmates had actually seen himself on the ship. I suggested that next time you should wave. Yeah, the Berlin Express is only 7,500 TEUs, which compared to something like the HMM Helsinki, which is nearing 20,000 TEUs, it's almost a third the size. But I'm hoping to get some really nice shots when she goes into the sunrise, as the sunrise is improving wonderfully. Length of 320 metres, which in fact makes her 10 metres shorter than the Britannia. That gives you some idea of the scale of the Britannia. Powered by a 50,000 kilowatt engine, which the Britannia has 36,000 kilowatts, so a bigger engine. The Berlin Express was built in 2003, registered in Hamburg. I'm guessing because Berlin is not on the coast. Oh yes, it's waiting for the right opportunity here. Oh, I'm very pleased with that one. That could be on the front of the FT Imports, Exports, Brexit. I'm not sure what the title would be, but I have a feeling they'd need a picture of a container ship. Many rumours of Southampton potentially becoming a free port if there is a no-deal Brexit. I think we'll probably say our farewells here to the Berlin Express, but it's not quite over yet. Lovely reflection on the water now. See, I wasn't getting that earlier with the Britannia. One more. Even smaller. The Helga. She really is tiny by comparison. Well, till next time, shipmates.